Oh, right. Yeah, yeah. Back-to-back shows today. Nothing for the, for the rest of the weekend. Gonna enjoy Sunday and Monday off, but
Yeah.
working on next week. So, I know we were talking earlier off air when rest in peace to your uncle and sorry for your
Yeah.
loss on your uncle and like I said, we'll honor the show for him. But I know you said the show goes on. But again, yeah, prayers to you and your family, and sorry for your loss of your uncle.
Yeah, thank you. India's going through a tough time right now with this COVID situation, and um, unfortunately, we couldn't be there. But and they're planning on shutting down the travels from America to United States to India because of the COVID outbreak there, and it's getting worse by the day. And uh, so we found out actually, we found out this morning, and that my day just went down after that, and we had a lot of great memories with my uncle. I remember one memory. He came to our house to visit from India, and he kept getting my brother's name wrong. But yeah, he was passionate. He was likable from all people, his friends, and obviously our family. And man, it really hit my father and my other uncle because he is the brother of my grandma. My dad's it's my dad's mother's brother.
Mm.
So we have a big family tree, and for him to see him go down, and obviously we're gonna live his legacy for the family, and he was a big part of it, and I love him to death, and we're gonna miss him. But like I said, the show must go on, and but it's tough. It's a tough day, but I'm by doing this stuff, it helps. I went to the gym. So after I found out about the news, I went to the gym with my friends. That helped. So I feel like
Yeah.
by doing this show still, it's going to help me out because I feel like if you don't do anything, whenever, for example, when someone passes away, if you don't do anything that day, I feel like it's going to be stuck in your head the whole day.
Yeah, yeah,
If you do something, it's going to honor them because they would have wanted you to keep going on
yeah.
the same day. So
Right.
that's what that's what told you earlier that he would have wanted me to continue with the show. So.
Yeah, that's why I reached out to you and said, you definitely like I totally understand if if you wanted to, but like if you couldn't do it or whatever. But you said you wanted to, for the legacy of your uncle. You said I want to continue to move on, and I know that's what you do. You continue to do things and everything. But like I said, prayers to you. But when you lose someone close to you, it's tough, and but prayers and to you and your family and like I said, if you need anything, and just like you said, like you want to do a show or whatever it is, just hit me up, man. And I'm always down if I'm home or whatever. I'm always down to do a show and keep you busy. So I
You know
think,
what's better? You know what's even better? We should all do a show in person one day.
yeah, man, yeah, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen sooner or later, man. Because as you said, it's things have definitely COVID it's still running rampant, man.
Yeah.
It's still dangerous. It's a dangerous pandemic. It's a dangerous disease that's going around, and I know people are getting vaccinated and trying to stay safe, and that's the best you can do. But in certain countries, as you said, it's tough. It's different. It's yeah. So, but yeah, again, thanks for you want to do the show, and I'm here, with you. And like I said, you're doing the show again with me. I don't know, it's been like 15 times or something like that. Lost
It's a
count.
2000 time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like 2020, 2021 times or whatever. So, but yeah, I got Nathan Ramachandra of the NR Hour show, sports show. You're on what, 770 something show?
772.
772. So you're reaching 800 soon, man. I know you
Yeah.
got to have a big show when it's 800. So if you need me to jump on with 800 shows, let me know, man.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Actually, you know what? For the 800 episode, all right, book it in your calendar. You're going to be the 800th episode.
Okay, I'm with it. Just
There you
let me
go.
know, man. We'll do it. We'll do it big. We'll do something,
Yeah.
800 shows, and we'll just talk what we do, talk our sports and things like that. So, tell us what you've been up to with the show over this last week. I know you had a lot of ex-athletes, a lot of former athletes that you've been having on the last few weeks. But tell us what you got. I don't know if you got anything today, but tell us what you've been doing this week and what you got coming up.
Yeah. So yesterday I had Aggie Dent on.
Yep.
You had her on 2 times. She is amazing to talk to. She's such an inspiration. And I'm glad that we're connected with her now too. And she was awesome. And then the last week before the weekend, I had a couple of ex-Cowboys on, Anja Gerard and Aiken Adoyo, and I had a really good guest list for that week. And we're continuing to schedule the guest list for this week coming up. Nothing for today, obviously. Just your show, and then tomorrow. I don't know. I'm still working on tomorrow. Hopefully, something comes up for tomorrow. And then Monday, we have. Let's see who. Oh, Monday we have. Let me check real quick. I can't really.
So
I forget
much.
my.
You got the schedule.
Oh, Monday. Okay, there we go. All right, Monday we have. Tuesday we have Scott Harrison, a former baseball player. Oh, okay. Monday. All right. Everyone tune in for this one. Monday we have Kenny Anderson, former NBA player. That's coming.
Oh yeah. I remember we were talking about that. I remember we talked about this on one of the shows, and you were like, "I'm reaching out to Kenny Anderson and trying to see." I know you reached out to him a long time ago.
Yeah.
And you finally locked him down. So
Monday Kenny Anderson, Tuesday Scott Harrison, Wednesday Jamil Weeks, another former MLB player. But I'm still working toward. We're still working for Thursday, Friday. Like I said, I've been mainly doing the work alone because all the people I have on the team have busy schedules. Like Gabby, both Gabbies are really busy with their stuff.
Yeah, they are.
Obviously, Alyssa with her new podcast, she's busy. And then I have, and Julie and Bobby, they're busy covering this draft. And so mainly the whole team is basically busy. So I've been doing this stuff on my own. But I mean, hopefully soon their schedule eases up so they can help out too. But I think. I'm having fun right now, just reaching out to these people alone and booking it.
Well, you've done. I mean, that's how your show started. Like, Before you built the team, the show started that way when it was just you and you were like just reaching out to all these guests and everything. You were like, I'm just doing and you're right. I know about both of the Gabbies, Rosenthal and Hurlbutt. They're busy, so it's I see you got the draft on.
NFL draft. The Cowboys live right here, and then NFL draft right there.
Yeah. So, but I saw that. The both Gabbies, because I reached out to Gabby Rosenthal, trying to get on the show again, but she said that she's got this new job, and she was traveling and all this thing, and Gabby Hurlbutt too. She's got the new job. Yeah, she's got that new job. She's doing she got the gambling network that she works for now, and the only thing you could do is lock her in on the weekend. So
also we have a couple of network opportunities where we can join them. One of them is Worldwide Sports Network, and also BS3 Radio. We're thinking of joining your network too, but now we just have to figure out which network is best fits, and obviously. We would love to join your network too, but we're just still figuring out whether or not to join the other one, Worldwide Sports.
Yeah, I heard Worldwide Sports, man. That's another great opportunity, man. You got a couple good opportunities, so I know you'll pick the right one. But good luck with the guest, and I'm always looking to see who you have, and we usually have some of the same guests. Just like you said, like Aggie Dent. She was
she helped each other out, man. Podcast family.
yeah, man. Podcast family, definitely, man. Yeah, Aggie Dent was a good. She's a great guest, and she works with a lot of Olympians, Paralympians. She's got a good story. But let's talk about this draft,
man. Go, yep.
Man, like the Cowboys are building their defense. We talked about this last week, and that's what the things they needed to do. What was your reaction to? Well, first, what was your reaction to the Cowboys draft, and what was your reaction to the Eagles and Cowboys actually making a deal?
Yeah,
I was saying to myself,
let's go.
Well, I was saying to myself that once that you guys lost on the two cornerbacks in the the Carolina picked and then Denver, I was like, wow, they went back-to-back corners. Dallas is not going to stay at 10. If the Eagles are going to make a trade, they got to trade with Dallas to move up past the Giants to get Devontae Smith, and they did that. I didn't think that was going to happen, but it did. But what was your reaction to the Cowboys draft so far, picking a lot of defense?
You helped us out. All right, we helped you out. You got your guy. We got our guy. This is the guy we wanted. This is the guy I wanted all along. Micah Parsons. I know the two cornerbacks were there. I mean, we're the hype talk for Dallas, but at the end of the day, this is the player I always wanted. Micah Parsons, Penn State linebacker. I watched him a lot. This guy is a flat out. Obviously, he needs time to improve, but when he's playing, he's a ball hawk. He gets after the quarterback. Man, this guy is gonna be a stud for Dallas. What a great pick! And for the Eagles, a great pickup for Devontae Smith. Obviously, you need a receiver that will help Jalen Hurts. The Alabama connection. You guys have 3 Alabama players on the team now, so
yeah,
you should call the Philadelphia Alabama Eagles.
Yeah.
No, but so Eagles got their guy. We got their guy. It's a win-win situation, and but Patrick Surtain and J.C. Horn, they're gonna have great careers. But at the end of the day, when I made my final choice for the Cowboys, Micah Parsons was the guy, man. This people are saying this is a lot of people are downgrading this move, but man, no. You're gonna see in the long run, man. This guy is gonna be a great Cowboy player. I love what they did. 6 players on defense is the first time in Cowboys history that they went 6 players in straight defense. But like I said, the Cowboys needed to improve on defense. This is what they're doing. I love their last pick just now, 115, Jabril Cox. That's a steal.
That was a steal. That's a huge steal.
Yeah, so I like that move. You pair him up with Micah Parsons, Jalen Smith, and Renders. That linebacker crew looks good now. I love. All right, whoever doesn't know about Nashon Wright from Oregon State, keep an eye out. I love this pick.
Yep.
Everybody was downgrading this pick too. This guy is. I know people say it's a reach. For me, it's not. I think Nashon Wright has time to improve. But look, he's a long corner, 6'4". Dan Quinn loves these big corners, right? Brandon Brown and Richard Sherman.
Right.
So Nashon Wright said yesterday he thinks himself of Sherman and Brandon Browner. Dan Quinn knows what he's doing. He's building the Seattle. He's trying to be the Seattle 2.0 here in Dallas. And the Jerry Jones, I love what they're doing with the draft picks this year. I don't care what people say about it. This defense has improved a lot. And for your Eagles too, the Eagles look good in this draft so far. And you guys are getting needs too, and you guys are filling it right.
That's what it's about, and that's what these, especially these later rounds, like the 4th and 3rd and 4th rounds, you need that. Like you go for your needs, and I thought the Eagles were going to go corner earlier, maybe getting Asante Samuel Jr. I thought that was that would have been perfect. I would have been perfect, but they went off the line 2nd round, which they need. They need more offensive line because you got to protect Jalen Hurts. You got Jalen Hurts, another weapon. You got him Devontae Smith, big pickup, big. I mean, this receiver, speed, he's explosive. They needed a guy like playmaker. Jalen Hurts needed that. So
I got some breaking news here.
Yeah,
the Cowboys just picked their first offensive player in the draft just now.
4th round.
Yeah, we got tackle Josh Bell from Marshall.
Okay, so finally got some offense, but they didn't need much offense. Like I know they need some offensive line help.
Yeah, offensive.
But this is like the year. I forgot what team it was, but the one team that just picked. I think it might have been the Rams or maybe the Packers. I think it was the Packers. They picked all defense. Like their whole Carolina. It was Carolina picked all defense last year. Yeah, it was like they just all defense and they improved on the defense. So that's what Dallas needed. Dallas defense, they needed defensive players, and they're getting that. So big shouts to the Cowboys. I gotta admit, they're doing what they're supposed to do. They picked up defense, and we talked about that last week in the show that Dallas needed defense, and that's what they're getting.
Yeah, so but like I said, this guy Jabril Cox is a steal, one of the best steals I think is going to be in the draft, and this guy is a flat-out player, and obviously a transfer from North Dakota State coming to LSU. He said that he wanted to play against the best, and he did, and he showed it. And I think the Cowboys are hitting on this draft like last year.
Yeah, like I said, they're hitting all their needs and everything. So a couple in the chat room, T-Rod's in the chat room. He said, "What's up?" He said he'll love to meet us sometime like once COVID starts to slow down and everything gets back to a little bit of a normal. He said congrats on almost 800 shows.
Thank you.
He says he's tuning in, and Miss Mocabella says good afternoon as well. Happy Saturday. So hey, Miss Mocabella, just let us know a little bit. I know your Miami Dolphins got Jalen Waddle in the 1st round to help Tua out. So tell us how you feel about the Miami Dolphins draft as well. So, but let's get into some of these other picks in the draft. The quarterbacks, man, 5
Ooh,
quarterbacks in the top
yeah.
15. Wow, like that's crazy. The top 3. We knew about Trevor Lawrence, and and all the Justin Fields. Now the Bears moved up to get Justin Fields at 11. The Giants moved down in the drafts because the Eagles jumped ahead of them to get their guy Devontae Smith. That's what the Giants wanted, Devontae
Yeah.
Smith. So I'm
Yeah.
glad we snatched him from the Giants. But what do you think of the all the quarterbacks getting drafted, like those 5 quarterbacks in top 15 picks?
By the way, I want to give a huge shout out to Chicago for making a gutsy move, trading up to get Justin Fields. A great day for their franchise that day. And Brian Pace, I think this prolongs their contract career there. And both of them were in the hot seat, but now getting a guy like Justin Fields who can sit for a year or 2 years, what the hell, if he's ready or not. Chicago finally got their guy, and just kudos to them. And then I really like him as a player. And obviously, we knew I knew that it was a smokescreen at 3 for Mac Jones. I knew Shanahan was smart, and Trey Lance, man, I love that fit. He's wearing number 5 like Jeff Garcia did there.
Yeah.
So that's. I reached out to Jeff Garcia about it, and he said this is awesome, and he likes it, and he's excited for Trey Lance. He said so. So this guy Trey Lance is going to be a perfect fit for San Francisco. Obviously Trevor Lawrence, man, the Jacksonville Jaguars. This team is going to be legit next year. I like Travis Etienne. I can't say that.
Travis Etienne. Yeah. Travis Etienne. Yep.
They reunited him with Trevor Lawrence. I like that move a lot. But the quarterback, Zach Wilson, I love. I think the Jets got a good one there.
Yep.
Trey Lance, and obviously Mac Jones going to New England. I think I like that. That's what I said about Mac Jones. System fit. He fits perfectly in New England. Josh McDaniels, he's going to learn from obviously Bill Belichick, Cam Newton. So that's a good quarterback room right there. And I really love this, what the teams did with the quarterbacks. And even if you want to go later rounds, if like Kyle Trask going to Tampa, that's a perfect fit. And I like Ian Book just now got drafted to the Saints. I like that move. Ian Book going to the Saints, I like that. But if you were going to ask me who's going to have a better career in the top 5 of the quarterbacks, obviously I'm going to say Trevor Lawrence, generational talent. But if I would say I'm going to put Justin Fields second, underneath Trevor Lawrence, I think. And then Trey Lance third, and then I'm going to put Zach Wilson fourth, and then you know what? I would put Kyle Trask above Mac Jones. Yeah.
I mean, like I said, it was a good draft for quarterbacks, and it looks like a lot of the teams got their quarterbacks. And Trey Lance going to San Francisco was so interesting. All the talk about how they moved up, and Mac Jones was going to be the guy, going to be the pick. But I remember we kept talking about it, like they might, I think they're just saying, look, Trey Lance, we got a chance to get a guy with so much upside, so much potential, and that can learn. If even they keep Jimmy G for just 1 year. Trey Lance can actually learn from him, under him, which I think was great. I think Mac Jones fitting with New England is perfect.
That's a perfect fit.
Yeah, it's a real perfect fit. Like you say, he's going to learn under Bill Belichick. Josh McDaniels now, they had, they lose Tom Brady. Not saying he's going to be Brady, but I think it's a good fit for New England with Mac Jones. So,
and if you think about it, NFC West now, you got Kyle Murray, you got Russell Wilson. You got all these mobile quarterbacks, and now the 49ers have that mobile quarterback.
Right.
And doesn't he remind you of Jeff Garcia a little bit?
Yeah, the way he moves around. Yeah, he can move out of the pocket and stuff like that. Yeah. And then you got Matthew Stafford on the Rams, who can't really move like that. But the NFC West has loaded quarterbacks, so the 49ers had to get somebody. They had to get it right in this draft because of, as you said, Kyler Murray, Russell Wilson, and now Matthew Stafford on top of that. So they had to get. Then you got Jimmy G. He'll start, but Jimmy G can never stay healthy. So they had to get someone like that. Trevor Lawrence in Jacksonville that was no surprise. That was not number one. So
but what I'm surprised about? They took it down to all the way to 0.
Yeah, they already knew what they were going to do and everything. So Zach Wilson to the Jets. Hopefully the Jets can finally get this right.
Oh my God, they're loading up on offense. Yep,
they are loading. They're loading up on offense, and then the Bears. I didn't think the Bears would be able to move up that much to get, to get Justin Fields. I didn't think so, but once Carolina didn't move their pick, and once Denver didn't go for quarterback, I'm like, okay, New England's either going to move up or the Bears are going to move up. And once the Bears moved up and got who I think Justin Fields is the second best quarterback in the draft behind Trevor Lawrence, talent wise, that's a good pickup for the Bears. I just hope they don't mess up his career because the Bears, they haven't had a good quarterback in a long time. So Justin Fields is very talented. I'm looking forward to see what he does with the Bears. I know a lot of Bears fans. They're excited to have someone like him. So, what do you think of what team surprised you with their pick, like in the first round? Like, what were some of the surprises or disappointments? Like, I think Carolina, they could have used offensive line help, and or maybe trade down, and they got a corner. So I was surprised there. I was surprised Denver went cornerback as well, back to back. So, but Patrick Surtain, J.C. Horn, I mean, good corners, great corners. So, but they picked them back to back. So that was surprising. But what surprised you in the first round?
Man, I got Las Vegas Raiders as usual. Alex Leatherford in the first round. You could have got him in the second, third round, man. Like, what the hell? Like, they got. I don't know. I don't understand that franchise. I don't know what's going on over there. They're a hot mess. I think they're worse than the Eagles right now when it comes to talent wise. But
yeah,
man, it's crazy what I'm seeing, and they need to win right now. John Gruden. I don't know. They have a messy franchise, but another surprise was Caleb Farley going in the first round to Tennessee. I think obviously he's a great cornerback. I love how he plays, but when it comes to concerns, is obviously the injuries. He's coming off his second back injury. He had an ACL injury. But when healthy, obviously a star. So I think that's a red flag right there to me for Tennessee. That's a head scratcher. But the surprise, like you said, the two cornerbacks are going back to back. I knew J.C. Horn was going to Carolina. I knew that Matt Rule loved J.C. Horn. Because coming from South Carolina, I knew Carolina was targeting J.C. Horn, and I was worried about that. And obviously, I didn't know Denver was targeting Patrick Surtain. I didn't know. Because if Surtain was – if he didn't get drafted there, Dallas would have got him right there.
Yeah, Dallas would have got him, and then the Giants would have picked up unless the Eagles would have traded with Denver or Carolina. And like I said, once the draft was going on, it's like, okay, the Eagles are not making a move. They're not Devontae Smith was not gonna fall to us at all. It would have been the same situation of last year when the Cowboys, picked up CeeDee Lamb over us. We couldn't move up. Like I thought the Eagles, so they didn't want to make that mistake again. So that's why. But that was a surprise because Dallas and the Eagles traded with each other. That's a huge surprise. So they kind of helped each other out and then that remove. But if Denver doesn't get Patrick Surtain, if they don't get him,
Surtain is
Cowboys get him. Yeah, Cowboys get him. The Giants get Devontae Smith, and the Eagles would have probably got Micah Parsons probably.
Yeah.
So then it would have been a whole because they were going. The Eagles would have went defense then. But if J.C. Horn didn't get picked up by Denver or by the Carolina, the Eagles might have got him. So the Eagles had some option.
So here's the thing: if I don't know how it would work, but if the Carolina didn't pick J.C. Horn, if Carolina picked Micah Parsons, for example, and then Denver picked J.C. Horn, and obviously Cowboys will pick Surtain. I don't know. The Giants would have went for Devontae Smith, huh? That was
that was the move. That's who they wanted, and that was the guy. I think that was one of the guys they actually wanted. They wanted him, or they wanted. I think they wanted J.C. Horn too. I think that was the two guys they wanted in the draft. So that would have been interesting. I don't know what the Eagles would have done after that. But all those guys would have been gone.
Here's the thing. Now, as Howie Roseman needs to buy dinner for Jerry Jones after the draft. So.
they should all go out for dinner afterwards and everything because they know they were on the phone and they said they were talking 2 days before the draft just to see how things would go. So they kind of probably knew. But if the draft goes this way, we'll just go ahead and go do that. So, but yeah, it was interesting. Ms. Mocabella is a Dolphins fan. She said she thought the Dolphins were going to go get Nashi or Pitts. Kyle Pitts wasn't going to last that long. He was not going to last to 6 at all. She said she was surprised he took Waddle. I wasn't very surprised.
Waddle's a great receiver. I love Waddle.
Yeah. That was one of the picks I thought the Eagles were going to get. I thought they was going to try to get Waddle as well, and either Waddle or Devontae Smith. I would have been happy with either one. Both speed guys, both explosive, and Pitts was not going to last. Atlanta was not. And if Atlanta would have picked a quarterback, okay, maybe, but I'm surprised the Bengals. They didn't pick the offensive lineman. I'm very shocked.
Who?
The Cincinnati Bengals.
Yeah, Bengals.
Yeah. They. I don't understand. They got to protect Joe Burrow. And what do you think of that? That was a big surprise, to me.
Yeah, but I can't. Yeah, I know that was a surprise. They can always find their offensive lineman later. Like in these later rounds, like what the Cowboys just did now, they found the offensive line later in the round. So the other teams can find there's a lot of great offensive linemen here. Actually, speaking of offensive linemen, they're starting to make a run here with teams getting offensive linemen. But yeah, I was surprised too. But you couldn't pass up a guy like Jamar Chase.
No,
man.
you cannot. No,
this guy, you reunite him with Joe Burrow from LSU. This guy, Joe Burrow, now has this guy back, and man, this Bengals offense is loaded. I love it. I like T. Higgins. You got Tyler Boyd, obviously.
Yeah.
Man, I think they're building the team right away, but you can always find offensive linemen later in the rounds, man. I mean, I'm not too worried about that. And obviously, you got Joe Mixon. That offense is going to be crazy good.
Yeah, they just got to get people to block. That's it. Like you said, they could build an offensive line, but I mean, they had a chance to get Penei Sewell from Oregon, and he goes to Detroit, which that helps them out. That helps the Lions out with protecting Jared Goff as well, and he's like a freak athlete. That could have helped out Cincinnati, but as you said, it's hard to pass up on a guy like Jamar Chase, arguably the best receiver coming out of the draft.
Yeah,
and he had a monster year 2 years ago. He sat out last season due to COVID, but yeah, you can't pass up on Jamar Chase. But the Cincinnati Bengals, it was just interesting that they didn't go with the offensive line, but it is what it is. So
real quick, I want to bring this up. If you want to talk about finally, how about the Packers finally getting a receiver for Rodgers? And ironically, the last name is Rodgers, Amari Rodgers from Clemson. Finally, they got a receiver for.
But yeah, I want to talk about that. Before we go, but they finally get a receiver. I was talking about this on the top of the show. I was talking about now Aaron Rodgers wants to go. He wants to leave. Like he doesn't want to be there anymore. What do you think of that? Like, do you think they're going to actually trade Aaron Rodgers, or they're going to because he seemed like he's upset with the entire franchise. Like he wants the GM fired. He's not really happy with the coach. He didn't like how the season ended after having an MVP year. But what's your whole take on Aaron Rodgers? And if he does go, where does he go? Does he go to Dallas, San Francisco? That was one of the options. But does he go to Denver? They just got picked up Teddy Bridgewater. There's the Vegas Raiders. That's another option. Like, where does Aaron Rodgers go?
I heard another report yesterday that either he's going to retire. There's maybe two. Like, I don't know. I don't think that's going to happen. But
he's doing Brett Favre now. That's what he's becoming.
Yeah. But I don't know if Amari Rodgers will still entice him to come back. I don't know how they feel. I don't know what he feels after what they did yesterday with getting Amari Rodgers, which I love. I love this kid from Clemson. Yeah. This guy he reminds me of Randall Cobb. Their comp for him was Randall Cobb, by the way.
Yeah.
So I think that's I don't know what's in Aaron Rodgers' head right now. You know what this reminds me of? The Dwight Howard saga back from back in the day. But he's starting all this drama. But if he does get traded, I see obviously the 49ers crossed them off. They got their quarterback. I would think Denver probably is most likely because they have a great defense. Their offense is lethal. Man, if you put Aaron Rodgers, this team is known for picking up great. Like for example, Peyton Manning, they picked up John Elway, Peyton Manning to win Super Bowls. They always pick these veteran quarterbacks that win Super Bowls. So I see that. I see Broncos in the mix.
Yeah.
Let me put a sleeper team in there. I don't know if people will say wow about this one. How about the New England Patriots?
That was something, man.
Yeah, how about
crazy? I
know that they got Mac Jones, but if they want to continue winning, man, Aaron Rodgers will fit that system. Obviously, I don't know how much they have to give up for him, but man, with that 2 tight end system, and then you got these receivers now and that running back, and man, I think that could be a potential sleeper team right there. But I would say the most likely team right now for me is Denver. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's Denver and the Raiders. I think those are the two teams.
Yeah.
New England would be interesting to me only for the simple fact that, like you said, he goes with Bill Belichick. Mac Jones can learn from Aaron Rodgers for the next couple of years, learn under him. But they got Cam Newton too, so it's like if they get Aaron Rodgers, they're gonna get rid of Cam Newton. That's a no brainer. You know, he's not going to the Bears now, because they got Justin Fields, they got they got another quarterback too, the Bears. Your guy,
Andy
Dalton, yes.
Yeah, which he said that he's gonna be a starter. Nah, he's not gonna be a starter. I think Justin Fields.
Yeah. If not, if it isn't, Justin Fields will be playing by midseason at the very least. So it's Aaron Rodgers. It's interesting in the situation he's in that he wants to leave, and he said that after the way the playoffs ended, he wanted to end. He wanted to leave. So I know it's only April or May now, so we still got some time. But if he's adamant that he wants to leave, they're gonna have to get something for him. I think they're gonna get. Can you imagine what you got to get rid to get Aaron Rodgers? You have to give up. Yeah. You got to probably give up 3 first rounds, maybe 4 first rounders.
That's why I don't think Bill Belichick will do that. I don't think so.
No.
Yeah.
You got to have a team that's got a lot of first round picks. I know the Eagles got 3 first round picks next year, but I don't think they're going to swing for the fences again for Aaron Rodgers. That's a lot of picks to get to get him, and then you probably got to give rid of a second round and maybe a 4th rounder. So. There's a lot of teams that can actually use him, but I think at the end of the day, I think he's going to still be a Green Bay Packer.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah, depending how the situation goes, I agree with you. But if not, then Denver Broncos. You know what? Here's my prediction. If they can't find a trade partner, obviously he's going to stay in Green Bay. But if they could find a trade, I'm gonna say that. All right, here's my prediction. I'm going to say Aaron Rodgers will be in a Bronco uniform by the start of the season. There you go.
Denver, yeah, I like it. Like I said, Denver or the Raiders. I think they'll be the 2 teams that will have them pick them. So, all right, Nathan, that was we went through this draft and picked our players and who we like and.
Still more to go though. Having fun here.
Go. I mean, this is until 7:00, and like you said, this will keep you busy, man. I think this is gonna be until 7, 8 o'clock. It's like 3 more rounds. So
see, like I said, this is what my uncle would have wanted me to do. Just keep going, and this show is for him, but I want to get to one more thing if you don't mind.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
I want to talk about the Texans situation. This is interesting because yesterday they drafted a quarterback from Stanford, David Mills, I think his name is. I'm not sure, but everybody thinks this signals the end of Deshaun Watson, which I don't know. Because of all the allegations that's going on. Ian Rappaport said yesterday there's still teams interested in Deshaun Watson, even though he's going through a lot right now with the stuff. But what do you think about this Texans situation? Because by them getting quarterback yesterday, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. It's you're not hearing too much of Deshaun Watson now. Like it's like you said, it's a lot of allegations. It's a lot of different things going on, accusations. And it's not a good look for him at all. And it's more, I think for me, he doesn't want to be there anyway. But I think that this definitely his trade stock has dropped because of the situation. And whatever team gets him, they're going to give up a lot. So another player that you give up a lot, he's a super talented quarterback. And whatever team wants him, like a Denver now or, maybe the Raiders, I think the 49ers are out of that question now. So, there's a few teams that still wants him, but I think you got to wait to see what this investigation's all about at the end. And if he's guilty of this, then you give up all those picks. You're screwed, and everything because he's gonna be suspended, he's gonna be in trouble, and all this. So I don't know, man. It's hard to say because I got to see how these allegations, with this investigation, what this entails later on. But his future is hanging in the balance. That's the thing. So what do you think?
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. I think we got to wait and see what happens with his allegations. And man, what a messy situation for the Texans. And if this stuff didn't happen, he would have been traded already, in my opinion.
Yes.
So I don't know what's gonna happen here, and but yeah, it's gonna be. I think we're in wait and see mode right now with this stuff, and I don't know how long it will take by the NFL to investigate it. I know that they're doing their proper work on there, but yeah, for me, to be honest, I think we just have to wait and see what happens.
Yeah, it's a wait and see situation because I mean, I forgot how many women it was. At one point it was like
Yeah.
16,
It's just
18. So I think it might be up higher than that now. And I know a lot of behind the scene things are happening, but yeah, he's going through this investigation, and it's gonna hurt his career regardless. Anyway,
yeah.
no matter how this ends, it hurts him and his career. So but justice will be served every single time. So with this, so we'll see how this goes. But yeah, man, I appreciate you coming on. Like I said, with a tough situation that you're in, but as you said, this was an honor. I wanted to do this for you in the honor of your uncle. And glad to get you on, and again, prayers to you, and good luck with everything. Yeah, I know he said, I know you're gonna be grinding. You're gonna be grinding even harder now for your honor of your uncle, and look forward to see what you got coming on. So let everyone know where they can find the show and where they can listen to it.
Yeah, Courtney, we have to get you on before the 800 episode too at some point.
Yeah,
obviously, you're going to be the 800 episode too, but we have to get you on before that too.
Okay. So let me know.
Yeah. So you can find us on Instagram, Twitter, everywhere pretty much. And then our Instagram and Twitter handles is the NR Hour _. You can find us there. YouTube is growing. We just reached over 100 subscribers.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, congrats, man. 100 subscribers, man. Yeah, that's hard to get subscribers on YouTube too.
Yeah. But yeah, so just working hard on that one too, and obviously we're getting a lot of network opportunities, so we're just working on that, and just continuing reaching out to guests whether or not they want to come in, and we're gonna start putting in like weekly segments in here, so we put out different content instead of doing mainly interviews. We want to do weekly segments at some point, like what other people do like that, and but yeah, so you can find you can find us everywhere, and we have a good guest that's coming up soon here this week. Stay tuned, more to come. And Courtney, I just want to say thank you for joining. Thank you for having me again for the 2000th time. I think I was just joking, but this has been awesome. Obviously, it's always fun to talk draft. I love the NFL draft, my favorite time of the year. But after the draft, this is when the NFL has no off season. It gets back to work after the draft, and but yeah, this is what I love about the NFL is the 365 day thing, and but thank you again for having me. This is truly an honor, and obviously thank you guys for the prayers and thoughts for my uncle, and we're gonna live on his legacy, and also not only my uncle, I just want to send prayers to all the people in India right now. This is a tough time for them, and I'm hoping it gets resolved soon, and please everyone do whatever you can to help them, donate or something, and send some supplies or whatever, because they need all the supplies they want now. And I'm hearing that they're sending oxygen tanks for us more in India. So hopefully that, but just keep them in the prayers, and thank you again. Keeping my uncle in the prayers too.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, definitely, man. And like you said, we'll get through this, and we're gonna get over this, this pandemic. And I know a lot of people have lost a lot of family members and friends and things like that too through COVID. And but yeah, we'll definitely be going on. And don't forget, you got your website too. What's the website?
Yeah, the website. Yeah, thank you for mentioning that. Please, I still have to do some things to it. I haven't gotten a chance to because I've been busy with the stuff. So hopefully by this week I can finalize the website. Actually, we've been talking to some person that could help me with the website, like to finish off the work with the website. So I'm talking to some people that can help us with the website. But the website is called. You can look it up. The NR Hour. It's all together. The NR Hour under .com. I'll send you guys the link too, so you can check it out. But it's up and running. I haven't posted anything in a while, but we're trying to finish it, to finalize it, finish it. But it's launched up there, and I'm really grateful to have that website now. This show is starting to come together now, which I didn't expect, but like I said, if you're passionate about something, you go for it. And this is what we're doing, and this is what we're passionate about. And I'm just grateful to have a great team around me and have this website, and the show is growing. So
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's growing, man. Like you said, you're 700, almost 800 episodes, man.
yeah.
700 plus episodes. So keep grinding, man. And I'll
Your
talk to you
Eagles are
good.
picking right now. Your Eagles are picking right now. Let's do the Eagles live pick right now.
Yeah,
Ready?
let's do it. Let's do it. Let
The
me.
150 pick, round
Yeah, I
5.
tell you,
Eagles select
I know they got
running back Memphis Kenneth.
running back. Okay, all right, yeah. We're getting needs, man. We need all the help. We need all the talent we can get, man. So great for the Eagles. Just keep picking. I'll read up on these players. I love what I like you said about the draft. I like to see how everything gets picked.
Yeah.
And they get the grades and all that, and then that's when you start to really build your rosters and get to see who's gonna have a good roster on paper. So, but yeah, man, thanks for coming on to the show. Keep grinding, man, and I'll talk to you real soon.
Yeah, thank you.
And I'll upload this. It'll be uploaded everywhere. So I know you'll upload it too. So it'll be on. I'm sure it'll be on your YouTube and it'll be on my Facebook and everything. So yeah, thanks a lot, man. And Miss Mocabella said, "Rest in peace to your uncle as well."
Well, thank you, Miss Mocabella, and I want to give a shout out to her, your content, and also so other people that's in here, constant supporters for the show and BS3 Radio. You guys are killing it.
Thanks, man. All right, man. I'll talk to you soon.
Thank you.
All right, later.